Welcome back to the Crypto World channel. In this video, I'll be showing you exactly how to use TradingView, which is what I use here to analyze the Bitcoin charts. And I'll be showing you all the way from step one of making the account, all the way up to adding indicators like these moving averages, or even adding other indicators like the RSI. And I'll also explain to you some of the different settings, like the different time frames, for example, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily. I'll also explain to you what these candlesticks actually are and what they mean. So yeah, this video from start to finish will take you from a complete beginner all the way to being up and running, making your own technical analysis on the Bitcoin charts. And yeah, this video will just teach you all of the tools necessary for doing that. And then you can follow along with my other normal videos on this channel to see my strategies that I implement on the charts. But yeah, if all of that sounds good to you, make sure to leave a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It only takes a couple of seconds to go down and hit like and subscribe, and it means a lot to me and it helps out the channel a lot. And also make sure you watch the video all the way until the end so you don't miss any of this valuable information that I'm about to tell you guys. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get straight into the video. Now, first of all, if you click the link in the description, the first link in the description will take you to a sign up page for TradingView. The link to this sign up page will also be in the pinned comments down below in the comment section. So yeah, you can either find this link at the top of the video description or in the pinned comment. And once again, it takes you to the sign up page to make an account for TradingView. Now, this link is an affiliate link. So basically what that means is if you decide to go with one of the paid options, then both you and myself will receive $30 for free. So it's a win-win. But TradingView can definitely be used for free. In fact, I've been using it for free for quite some time now, and it works perfectly fine on the free mode. You don't need to spend any money on this. The paid versions are basically just there. So if you're really serious about this, or if you're making a lot of money from crypto, then you can get one of the paid versions if you want. And it basically just gives you more access to extra indicators on TradingView. But yeah, anyway, once you click that link, it'll take you to this exact page right here. So right now on your screen, you could obviously see all of the different plans that TradingView offers. And it tells you the features and the description of each of these plans. So yeah, once again, you could just choose the basic plan, which is completely for free forever. So yeah, you do not have to spend any money whatsoever. And on this free version, you can have up to 3 indicators on your chart at one time. So if you want to have like 4 different indicators on the free version, you can't actually do that. You have to basically take one off and put another one on. So that would be one of the reasons why you might want to go a paid version if you're looking at more than 3 indicators at the one time. But once again, you definitely don't have to spend money on this. And yeah, you can just go the free version to start with if you like. So if you click start now on this $0 a month free version, it'll take you to the sign up page here. And you can sign up with a Google account, Facebook account. Almost commonly, it's just probably easiest to just sign up with your email here. So if you click here, it will take you to this little sign up login page. So yeah, you just put your email in, you set your password, and then click create an account, and that will take you to your new account. It will send you an email to verify that that's your email. And so yeah, just go over to your emails and click verify email. And then after that, it'll take you to your newly created TradingView account. Now, right now, it should take you to your TradingView profile. As you can see here, I've already made this profile for myself over 2 years ago now. And yeah, so it'll probably take you to a page where you'll just set your profile name and your profile picture. You don't really need to do all that stuff, but of course you can if you want to. But yeah, anyway, once you've got your profile and your account all set up like this, you can change your different profile settings up here. So you just click up here on your profile. You can see your profile here, profile settings. And now to get over to the actual charts, you go up here to the search tab and you type in the chart that you want to see. For example, the Bitcoin chart against US dollars is the BTC USD chart. BTC is Bitcoin and USD is obviously the US dollar. So if you type in BTC USD, it will show you the Bitcoin versus US dollar chart. So typing in that here, it gives you a whole bunch of different options, as you can see. And you might be wondering, what are all of these different options? And well, pretty much all of these different BTC USD charts, they're gonna all pretty much give you the same chart, give or take. But what they basically are is these are all the different big exchanges. So as you can see over on the right of the list, you can see there's Bitstamp, Coinbase, Bitfinex, Bybit, and so on. Once again, these are all of the different big crypto exchanges out there. So yeah, you can just pick one of them. I most commonly use Bitstamp and Coinbase, mainly because Coinbase has one of the biggest volumes and the most traded Bitcoin on. So that's how you can know it's a pretty accurate chart to look at for Bitcoin. Bitcoin. And as for Bitstamp's one of the oldest crypto exchanges out there, so it has the longest price history if you want to look way back years ago in Bitcoin. So yeah, I'll just click on the Bitstamp chart here, and that will take you straight over to what's happening on the Bitstamp chart. So yeah, right here it says the exact Bitcoin price right now, and it also says what it's done in the past day. So in the past day, it's gained $200, which is 0.59%. And yeah, it just shows you the line chart here and a few other little stats about Bitcoin here. And to get into the full Bitcoin chart, what I usually use in my videos, you go over here and you click on this full featured chart button. So yeah, if you click on this full featured chart button, it'll open up a new tab and it'll take you straight over to the full candlestick Bitcoin chart. Now the chart that you will see will probably look something like this. There won't be any indicators really on there. There might just be the price and the volume. And yeah, as for the volume basically just shows how much Bitcoin changed hands at that specific time. And once again, that's just on the Bitstamp exchange. So while the price won't change that much between different exchanges that you look at, the volume will differ quite a lot between different exchanges. And it's always best to look at the biggest, most used exchanges like Coinbase and Bitstamp, for example, when you're looking at the charts. Also, I just realized if you just made an account and clicked over to the chart, you're probably looking at the line chart right now rather than the candlestick chart like what I'm seeing. So if you want to change between the line chart or candlestick chart, you go up here, up to this little button here, and you click there, and it will show you the different charts that you can look at. So yeah, if I click on line chart here, you can just see a line of the price of Bitcoin, and this might be easier to understand if you're a complete beginner. But honestly, if you click up here once again and switch it to the candles charts, then it's definitely worthwhile learning what the candlesticks mean and learning how to read the candlestick chart, because candles give you much more data and information about the price than just the line chart. So I definitely recommend you switching it to the candle chart and learning more about that. But yeah, I'll explain to you what the candle chart actually means. And so basically, this is the daily chart that I've set it on, and I'll tell you how to change between the different time frames in just a moment. But yeah, so for this daily chart, each one of these candlesticks is 1 day, and the different color candles mean whether or not the price went up or down for that day. So obviously the green candle means the price went up that day, and a red candle means the price went down that day. Now the thick area on the candle is called the candle body, and the thin areas either side of the candle body are called the candle wick. So yeah, pretty much every candle has a candle body and candle wicks either side, and the candle body and the candle wicks basically just tell you exactly what the price did in that period of time. So once again, this is on the daily chart, so these are 1 day periods. The candle body is determined by the open and the close price for that period of time. And so for the green candlesticks, the price opened at the bottom of the candle body, because obviously the price went up throughout that day. So the price opened at the bottom and it closed at the top of the candle body. And if you just hover your mouse over a specific candle, you can see what happened throughout that candle. And now you can also see the exact open, high, low, and close prices for the candle up in the top left of your screen up here. And if you just hover your mouse over a specific candle, you can see what happened throughout that candle. So for example, for this candle, at the start of this day, Bitcoin was at exactly $32,054.23 on the Bitstamp chart, and it closed the end of the same day at $34,039.05. And you can see just next to it the actual gain that it had for that day, which was a $2,033.17 gain, which equated to a 6.35% gain for that day. Now, if you look in between the open and the close, you can see the high and the low. And if you look at the candle, that's what the wicks mean on the candle. So once again, the candle body is determined by the opening price for that period of time and the closing price for that period of time. And the candle wicks basically mean the absolute lowest point and the absolute highest point that the Bitcoin price traded at for that period of time. So as you can see, once again, in the top left of your screen, the high was $34,500 exactly, and the low was $29,936.26. So yeah, as you can obviously tell right now, each and every candle on the chart shows you the opening price, the closing price, the lowest price, and the highest price for that specific period of time. So now you can probably understand what I mean by the fact that candlestick charts show you much more information and data than just normal line charts. Line charts might be just easier to understand straight away, but definitely make sure that you're looking at candlestick charts, because honestly, after a while, even just a couple weeks of looking at these charts, you'll become perfectly used to it, and looking at candlesticks will be more valuable to you than looking looking at a line chart. But yeah, anyway, now I'll quickly show you how to switch between the different time frames. So just here on this top bar, once again, you've got the chart that you're looking at, the BTC US dollar chart, and then you've got the type of the chart that you're looking at. So right now we're set it to the candlestick chart, and in between those two, you've got the time frames that you can set. So on your screen, you might not see all of these different time frames, but if you hit this little drop down arrow, you can see all of the different time frames that you can look at, all the way from as little as the 1 minute chart up to the 1 month chart. And once again, what these actually mean is if you're going on the 1 minute chart, for example, each candle on the 1 minute chart represents 1 minute. And on the 1 month chart, each and every candle represents 1 month. So yeah, if you're just on the free version, you can choose between any of the time frames that it shows you here. The paid versions of TradingView do offer more time frames and for you to make your own custom time frames, but you can still get a lot out of just the default time frames on the free version once again. Now, I definitely recommend for you to not look at any of the minutes time frames, to be honest with you. That's one of the biggest beginner mistakes that a lot of beginners make when they first start looking at charts. They look at the really small time frames, and that's a really dangerous thing to do because I can actually show you right now. I'll go to the 1 minute chart, and as you can see, you see huge price swings on the 1 minute chart. Now on the 1 minute chart, these price swings look absolutely massive, right? Like look how much the price absolutely crashed throughout this chart right here. But if you actually look at the prices on the 1 minute chart, it only went from 36,700 down to 35,500. And that's not really that crazy of a crash. So yeah, once again, each one of these candles on the 1 minute chart represents 1 minute. So even if you scroll right out and you try and zoom out, if you're on the 1 minute chart, you're only looking at a very small time period. And so on the small time period charts, like the 1 minute chart, just the smallest little price fluctuations look massive on the 1 minute chart. And this can scare a lot of beginner investors in crypto, especially because how volatile crypto is. So yeah, I definitely recommend to not look at the small time frames like the 1 minute. Honestly, the smallest time frame that I actually look for at myself is the 1 hour chart. But personally, my most used time frames are the 4 hour chart and the 1 day chart. If I switch over to the 4 hour chart, once again, each one of these candles represents 4 hours. So it gives you much more of an idea what Bitcoin's actually been doing and probably where it will go next, compared to just the 1 minute chart, which just goes all over the place. And so in my normal videos on my channel where I make my technical analysis and my price predictions, I pretty much always stick to the bigger time frames, which is the 1 hour and above. But yeah, now that I've explained all of the basics to you, I'll show you how to add indicators to your chart. So once again, if you look up on this top panel here, you'll see this little indicators button. If you click on the little indicators button, it'll bring up this little window that shows all of the indicators that you can pick between on TradingView. Now you can just use the search bar here to search for specific indicators if you want. And if you're more advanced, you can even code your own indicators on TradingView, and I myself have actually coded a few of my own indicators. And so if you want to see and have access to exclusive indicators that I've actually coded myself, make sure you're watching my regular videos that I post on my channel because I include other indicators throughout my channel. But yeah, I'll pretty much just show you now how to actually add some basic indicators to your chart. So if you click to the built-ins tab here, TradingView has a bunch of built-in just default indicators here. There's so many different indicators to choose from, and you obviously won't really know what any of these are, especially if you're a beginner. But yeah, I'll just show you in this video how to actually add indicators to the chart, and I'll be teaching you the tools to use for technical analysis. But if you want to know what each indicator actually means, and if you want to know different patterns and things like that, then definitely watch my other videos on my channel because I go into more depth about all of that. But yeah, anyway, if you type here the RSI, it will come up with the relative strength index. This is one of the indicators that I commonly use throughout my other videos on my channel. And so if you click on this indicator here, it will automatically pop up on your chart, as you can see. So right here at the bottom of this chart, this is the RSI, which once again stands for the relative strength index. Now, if you hover your mouse in between where the price section is and the RSI section is, you can actually make the RSI section bigger or smaller depending on just your personal preference. But yeah, so basically what the RSI is it pretty much just shows you whether or not Bitcoin is overbought and oversold in specific time periods. So if you look at this yellow line in the RSI, or it might be a different color for you, but basically if you look at the line in the RSI, if the RSI line is above this big purple area here, then that means Bitcoin is overbought in that area and it's due for a correction. This isn't 100% accurate. Obviously, no indicator is 100% accurate, but these just help you give a good idea on where Bitcoin will probably be heading next. As you can see here, the RSI entered these overbought areas, and that's actually where Bitcoin topped out recently before it cooled off a little bit. So yeah, the RSI is definitely something useful that I always just have sitting on my chart. There's also other different things like bullish and bearish divergences that the RSI can tell you. And if you want to learn more about that, then yeah, once again, watch my regular videos that I upload on my channel, because yeah, I consistently do technical analysis in all of my regular videos. But yeah, so that's how to add the indicators. Once again, you go up to the indicator button, you can type in the indicator that you want, or you can just click on the built-ins, and you can honestly just click through a bunch of these different indicators, see what they look like. And if I just close out of that, how to delete an indicator off your chart, you just go over to the indicator's name here. If you click the little eye icon, that just hides that indicator. So you can hide that indicator off your chart. You click it again to bring it back up. And yeah, if you want to delete the indicator, you click that little X button there, and that removes the indicator off your chart. So yeah, clicking that little X button on the RSI will just bring you back to your chart looking like this. And once again, if you're on the free version of TradingView, you're going to have up to 3 different indicators on your chart at one time. If you want to look at more than 3 indicators, then you either have to delete one of your indicators and add another one on, or you have to upgrade to one of the paid versions. But honestly, if you're a beginner into crypto, you can get by with 3 indicators at one time. But if you did use the link below to sign up for a TradingView account, and if you do decide to upgrade to one of the paid plans, then you'll get $30 for free if you use the link below. I almost just forgot to mention that there's the drawing tools for drawing lines and other things, and you can find that over on the left side of your screen. As you can see over here, these are all different drawing tools. So if it's just straight lines, you could just click this one and click on the trend line, and you click once where you want it to start, and then you just drag it out, and then you click again to where you want it to finish, and you can move this around and change it. And if you double click on it, you can change coordinates, you can change the color and the thickness of the line and all of that. And then you just click on it and press the delete button to get rid of it. And yeah, there's a bunch of different things. If you just click the little side arrow here, there's horizontal lines, there's vertical lines that you can put in. So if you want to look at a specific horizontal level, like for example, the all-time high, you just select the horizontal line like I just did then, and just select it there, and that puts in a horizontal line on your chart. And on this next one, if you click that little side arrow, it's got a bunch of different Fibonacci type things that you can draw on the chart just here. And out of all of these, most commonly, the Fibonacci retracement is used quite often by people like myself. And so you select it like I just did then, and then you can click at a low and then take it up to a high and click again, and that shows you the Fibonacci retracement. And normally when the price has a retracement, it commonly retraces back to the 61.8% retracement level, which is a Fibonacci number. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened just here. But yeah, I go into more depth about what these indicators actually are and how to use them and what to look for in my normal videos on my channel. But yeah, once again, this is just showing you how to actually pull it up on the chart. And to delete it, you can either go just to this little toolbox here, which gives you the different settings for it. You can hit the little bin icon there, or you could just click on one of the lines here and just press the delete button on your keyboard. Now, when I draw these little circles in my videos like this, I just use this little paintbrush tool here, and I just click on that, and then yeah, I can just draw a little circle. And if you double click on it, you can change the color, the thickness, all of that, like everything else. And yeah, so there's a bunch of different drawing tools that you can find on the left-hand side of your screen. It's also worth mentioning that down in the very bottom right, there's this little log button and auto button next to a % button. Now, I don't really ever use the percentage button, but the log and the auto button are pretty useful. The auto button just basically sets your screen to automatically fit the price into your screen. So if you click that, which turns it off, then you can kind of just like scroll around. And if you have it off, then you can notice that your price can kind of get pretty messy and it just doesn't look that good. If you're a beginner, I definitely just recommend having auto on, because then it just automatically kind of fits in the price into your screen. And then the log button switches the scale of the price between the linear chart and the logarithmic chart. And essentially what that means is the linear chart, if you look at the scale on the right, when it's on the linear chart, the scale is like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 and so on. And the difference between those levels are equal. But when you click on the log chart, it's an exponential scale. So basically the same difference between 1 and 10 is the same difference between 10 and 100, and then 100 and 1,000 and so on. And the log chart's mainly useful if you're looking at the Bitcoin chart over many years. If I zoom out out to the weekly chart, as you can see here, I've just kind of put in these vertical lines to map out where the halvings are. But yeah, anyway, just here, this is the log chart. So as you can see, you can pretty easily see what the price has done over the years in Bitcoin. Once again, this is the weekly chart. So each one of these little candles is 1 week. So this kind of shows what's happened over the past decade. And so yeah, you can easily see all of the bull and bear cycles over the past decade on the log chart. But if I switch it to the linear chart, it's very hard to see that, because as you can see, all of this other price action back here gets dwarfed by what we're seeing now. But if you're looking at more smaller time frames, like for example, what's just happened in the past week, you'll notice that switching between the log and the linear chart doesn't make that much difference. And if you want to look at more than just the Bitcoin chart, you go back over here in the top left and you click that. And once again, you can just delete the Bitcoin out of the way and you can type in whatever crypto or anything else that you want to look at. TradingView doesn't just have cryptos on here. It has all of the different stocks, futures, foreign exchange currencies, CFDs, cryptocurrencies, obviously, indexes, and more. So yeah, you can just select the All tab, or if you're just looking at crypto, you can just select the crypto tab, and you can see some of the biggest cryptos just shows up automatically here. The BTC USDs, Bitcoin versus US dollars, or you can see ETH USD, which is Ethereum versus US dollars, or DOT USD, which is Polkadot versus US dollars. And yeah, it just shows all of the biggest cryptos here, or you can search for specific cryptos. You just have to know the ticker for that crypto, and the ticker is basically the shortened version of the crypto's name. So yeah, for Bitcoin, the ticker is BTC. For Ethereum, the ticker is ETH. And if you have a crypto that you're looking at and you just search in Google what the ticker is, it will show up what the ticker is, and it's usually like 3 or 4 letters. And yeah, once again, you can even look at stocks on TradingView, believe it or not. So right here, it shows some of the biggest stocks or the most commonly looked at stocks. So yeah, you can look at Apple, Tesla, the S&P 500, Facebook, and so on. So really, there's no limits of what you can do on TradingView. There's pretty much every single chart that you can want. You can look at all different time periods. There's thousands of different indicators you can look at, and you can even do all of this on the free version of TradingView. But yeah, I think I've just about covered everything in this video. If you have any questions or if I've left something out, make sure to let me know in the comments below, and I'll be answering every single comment on this video. If you stuck around throughout this video all the way up until this point, then obviously you enjoyed this video. So make sure to smash a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel with notifications on if you're new to the channel. Make sure you do turn the notifications and select all so you don't miss any of my future videos. I provide extremely valuable information in all of my videos, and I make sure they're always beginner friendly. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel once again so you don't miss out on any of this valuable content. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.